Welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Crawford, along with my brother Howie here for episode number 14, the Thanksgiving Day Show.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. How's it going, Howie? Another week gone by.
I don't know, my day's just started, though, although when I left work, I was kind of pissed.
Mine hasn't ended yet. I worked all night, and I haven't gone to bed yet.
No, I left work, and I looked at the schedule because I was curious to see who was working today, who was coming in to relieve me.
Yeah.
And I saw that they had scheduled me for tonight. That's like, no.
Yeah.
No. Because I told them last week, no, I'm taking the day off. I've not had a holiday off in 8 years.
There you go.
8 years I have never taken a holiday off. And then they turn around and throw me on the schedule. Told Al that was supposed to work. I said, you're working tonight, right? So as far as I know, I'm all, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. I am not. I am off for the weekend. I've got my kids and grandkids here for Thanksgiving dinner. I can already smell it.
Kid goo.
Yes, kid goo.
You're going to have kid goo all over your turkey.
Yeah.
So next week you'll be sick.
I hope not. I can smell my wife's fine cooking already up here in my studio. So I'm looking forward to that.
Mine won't start smelling till I turn on the microwave.
Hungry man! Hungry man turkey dinner. Oh boy.
I'm actually I'm making salmon.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Smells pretty good to you?
Sounds pretty good.
Oh.
Salmon does smell good. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
having some salmon. I gotta swing by the store.
Yeah. All right. Well, hockey news, Howie. What do you have for hockey news this week?
I don't have much in news. I have names that are popping up in the trade rumor mill.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
The last one I'll get to is, I don't know if it's really just a rumor or if it's a rumor started because of a story, but I'll get to that. That'll be the last one.
All right.
But names that I've seen on the trade rumor mill, we have Ryan Johansson and Cam Atkinson, both out of Columbus, on there. Travis Hamonic, which we talked about last week.
Right.
He's still on there. Eric Stahl out of Carolina. Dennis Weidman out of Calgary. Patrick Marleau, which I think that was he's been out there for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Trevor Daley out of Chicago, and both Braden and Shen out of Philadelphia. Oh, and Nikitin from Edmonton.
Wow. Well.
And from what I'm hearing on the Minnesota Wild front is that they're looking for forwards. Well, Ryan Johansson would be a good fit there.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know who I'd give up.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think Minnesota, at least on paper, they look really good.
Yeah.
They're pretty well balanced. Who do they have? Who is it? The Iowa Wild is there?
Yeah, Iowa Wild.
Who's out there?
I'd have to
Who's
go. I'd have to look at the roster. I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
And speaking of the Wild, you tweeted that they revealed their stadium jersey. Well, so did Chicago.
Yeah, I don't like what Minnesota did. It reminds me of. It reminds me of those, the little cheap kid jerseys that you'd find like at J.C. Penney's
Is
or
that
Sears.
because of the shoulder part?
Well, the shoulder part and the way the striping is on there.
Yeah,
It just reminds me of one of those cheap little kid replica jerseys you'd find like at Sears or J.C. Penney's.
It doesn't look bad.
You don't want to buy little Timmy a jersey because you know he's going to get it all fouled up and stuff. So you just buy him some cheap little
Kmart.
Not even a replica. But here you go, Timmy.
It says Minnesota Wild on this T-shirt. Yeah.
No. That's their new one. Just go ahead and wear it.
I don't know. I don't think it looks bad. I do like their State of Hockey logo.
Yeah, I like that. But the jersey itself, I don't care for. I liked Detroit's. Detroit's look kind of sharp. I kind of like theirs.
Yeah. And Chicago kind of went with the same theme as Minnesota did. I mean, they kind of look similar.
Yeah.
With the same kind of the shoulder thing and the whole.
Yeah, I think Sears is sponsoring that game.
The only other thing that I saw floating around out there was Montreal signed their GM Bergevin,
Yeah.
to an extension, multi-year extension. And what else? I think that was about all else I saw out there.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's been fairly quiet.
Fairly quiet, and there's no games on the docket today.
No.
It's going to be a quiet night. But we did have
games throughout the day on tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, tomorrow's. Yeah, it'll be good. And I don't know. What games did you see last night? Did you watch any last night?
The only game I watched. Well, I watched the Minnesota game, which was and then I saw a portion of the Kings game until I had to go to work.
Yeah, well, you didn't miss much there, except them losing in a shootout.
So. As did the Wild.
So yeah, that stunk. I did want to mention.
Yeah, and I saw another article too the other day about scoring again.
Oh yeah.
And I want to know who's saying that there's not enough scoring.
That's my whole question I was asking last week is who are they polling?
Yeah, who is saying this? Because I don't understand who is saying this. They, in the article is saying 2000 or the scoring is down. It's been at its lowest since 2002, 2003 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I looked at just the scores from I think that night and the previous night, and the average total scoring for both those nights was I think 9 and 5.
Right. Between the both teams, right?
No, between both nights total.
Oh, both nights. Well, look at last night's games. You had Chicago scored 5 goals. It was 5-2. Ottawa scored 5 goals. They beat Colorado 5-3. And those to me are high scoring games.
Right. As yeah.
Arizona scored 4 goals.
Yeah, Montreal won 5-1, 4-3 Pittsburgh, Washington 5-3. How can you
Yeah,
say there's not? I don't get it.
I don't either.
I want to know who is saying that, because I have never met a single person that has said, "Oh, there's just enough scoring."
There's not enough scoring in hockey. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't
Are these
know.
the same people that are saying that there's too much scoring in soccer?
Or there's not enough scoring in basketball?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just not enough scoring in basketball. Yeah, there's too much scoring in soccer. I think they should shrink those nets down.
Yeah. I don't know who's saying. I don't know where they're getting their information from. Scoring may be down, but that just tells me there was a lot of scoring last year. Then,
Right.
you know.
Well, and two, I mean, you can't just blame. I mean, it's almost like they're blaming it on the goalie. No, maybe a team plays
or defense. Yeah, maybe the defenses are better.
Because if you play that trap style defense, yeah, you're not going to give up goals.
Mm.
That has nothing to do with the size of the goalie pads or the size of the net. It has nothing to do with it.
Right. It's almost like they're trying to take defense out of the game.
Right. It's like, why don't we just get rid of the way it's set up now and just do 3-on-3 and just have 3 forwards out there all the time.
Again, Howie, I have to say, don't give them any ideas.
And get rid of the blue. Or better yet, let's utilize, since some arenas already have them, let's utilize the indoor soccer field and just keep your ice surface down and use that net.
Oh, Lord.
In indoor soccer. Because that'll take up like half the backboards.
Then you'd need 2 goaltenders.
No, because then you have that, what we were discussing with the 2-point shot.
Yeah. Yeah. The 2, the 3 minus 1.
Yeah, the 3 minus 1 shot.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
That outside circle, you put that in there.
Right. I don't know. Why they're doing this.
And
why?
Eliminate all checking.
Oh, gosh, don't. It won't even be called hockey anymore.
And then at the end of the season, we get rid of the Stanley Cup, and then gets achievement trophies at the end of the season since they participated. We don't keep track of scores or records. It's about having fun.
And that's what professional hockey has come to.
Yes. It's about having fun.
Right. So, buy your $100 ticket and then come watch. Watch this.
Watch your favorite players have fun.
Then score. Yeah. Oh, God. All right. We got to get off of this subject again because we did this before. But I do want to talk about.
Maybe that should be
that was
poll.
Well, what?
Should the NHL get rid of the Stanley Cup and just hand out
Well, we will. We do need
participation trophies.
We do need to come up with a new poll. But I wanted to talk about last week's poll, and the one we're talking about right now is like from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But last week's poll, we were talking about the All-Star game and how they do the All-Star game. And we had another
they'll have to get rid of that too because some players' feelings might be
because they didn't make the team.
Yeah. So they have to get rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about the All-Star game. So we put a poll out there saying, should the NHL change the way it does the All-Star game? And we had discussed the possibility of different things that they could do, moving the game to the end of the season, maybe getting rid of the game but keeping the skills competition, and yada, yada, yada. And we had another good response on our poll. So I think we're going to continue doing polls. So the question was, should the NHL change the way it does the All-Star game? Should they keep it as it is, move it to the end of the season, get rid of it altogether, get rid of the game but keep the skills competition, or they don't care, one way or the other? All right. 40%, which is a good number, out of 325 responses.
Okay.
40% said keep it as it is. 34% said move it to the end of the season, which that's a pretty good chunk, 34%. Yeah. 20% said get rid of the game but keep the skills competition. 5% said get rid of it altogether, and 1% didn't care. So there you go.
Interesting.
Yep. So it was pretty close between keep it as it is and move it to the end of the season. 40% versus 34%.
Right. So it might just be a timing situation.
Right. Now, if I kept the poll out there another week, which I'm not going to do, I'm taking it down today and we're going to put a new one up. I'd be curious to see if that number, if we get more responses, but I'm not.
Because that's as of when?
This went up on last Thursday.
No, but I mean the numbers that you just read. That's as of when?
As of right before we went on.
Okay, so as of today.
As of about an hour ago or less.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day at roughly 11 p.m. Eastern.
A.M.
Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Almost 12 p.m. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. So, that, it was pretty good. So, I'd say, well, I don't know what to say about that. It's maybe it's like you say. Maybe it's just the timing of it.
Yeah. It sounds more like it's more of a timing when to do it.
Yeah. So there you go. So let's move on into our standings, unless you have anything more to add to the scoring.
No.
Okay. So starting in the East, in the Atlantic Division, the second place spot is really starting to tighten up. In first place is Montreal with 36 points. Ottawa is in second with 29. Boston, Detroit, and Tampa Bay all tied up at 25. And then we have Toronto with Florida with 20. Toronto with 19 and Buffalo with 18.
Ottawa's still surprising. I like watching Ottawa.
Yeah, they've won their last 4. They're looking really good. And Montreal right now just looks so unbeatable to me. I don't.
Yeah.
But Price, didn't he just go down last night
But
or yesterday? Price, didn't he? He's hurt, right?
yeah, he got. Last I saw was undisclosed injury.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. But Montreal's won their last 3. Boston's won their last 4. So we moved to the Metropolitan Division. We got the Strangers with 34 points, plus 24 differential. But Washington is sitting there and still staying right with them.
Yeah.
With 31 points. Washington is just win quietly. And then Pittsburgh's starting to come up, and they've got 26 points in third. The Islanders with 25 in fourth. New Jersey with 23. Carolina at 20. Philly with 19, and Columbus with 18. So that division again is pretty tight.
I think Pittsburgh. That reminded me. I forgot the last little rumor thing that I had saw.
Yeah.
Dealt with them. I read a story about there's a so-called rumor that Crosby and Lemieux are kind of on the outs.
Really?
Yeah. And so, which is triggering rumors that Crosby may be may get moved out.
Wow. Will that become like...
He's not too happy that the entire time he's been there, he's only won 1 Stanley Cup.
Wow. So will this be like the Gretzky trade of '88?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did find though this. I think this might be the poll question for the week is should I mean, I guess to see this right away, you'd have to go on the YouTube channel. But I'm going to show you because this is the trophy that would replace the Stanley Cup. No, mind you, every player would get this, so no one feels bad at the end of the season.
Okay.
But it would say hockey at the bottom.
Right, I got you. Yeah, that's nice.
There's those of you who can't see it. It's a little star, and then in the middle of the star, it's a little globe with a face on it.
But we'll have a hockey puck there.
There's a little, they could have a little hockey puck, and then on the banner above it says, "If you had fun, you won."
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty.
So that'll replace the Stanley Cup. No one's feelings get hurt. We gotta be politically correct.
Yeah. All right, Hal, move on to the West, would you?
Maybe something like that, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yep. I like that, actually. All right, move to the West.
That's stupid.
I don't know who they're polling, man.
In the West, there are no standings because they're just having fun.
we don't keep standings anymore.
The Central Division, you got still on top there. You got Dallas at 34 points.
Wow.
Followed by St. Louis. They're closing. They're only back by 3. So St. Louis is on.
Yep.
They're at 31. Followed by Nashville with 27. Chicago's moved up into 4th with 26. Minnesota in 5th with 25. Winnipeg with 22. And Colorado in the basement with 17. So it's still a tight division.
Yep. And nobody's out of it for sure from at any point right now.
And out in the Pacific, you have LA out in front with 27 points, followed by San Jose with 26, Vancouver with 24, Arizona 23, Anaheim with 20, Calgary is 17, and Edmonton leading the bottom of the barrel with
15. But not out of it. I mean, they can turn it around.
No,
There's still plenty of time.
But it looks like, looking at their streak, it looks like everyone in the West is playing East teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the West have losses except for Nashville, Chicago, Vancouver, and Arizona. Everyone else has losses.
Wow. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else, let's real quick. Well, there's nothing scheduled for today.
No, there's no games today.
Yep, but we've got a pretty full schedule on Friday. Just kind of looking at those games right now, seeing which ones really stand out to me. The Dallas-Vancouver game, I think, will be good.
Yeah, there's games all day Friday.
Yeah, all day. Starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time with the Rangers in Boston. That'll be good. That one's on NBC even. So there you go. Chicago-Anaheim could be good.
At Winnipeg, Minnesota, that'll be good only because it's probably going to be a one-goal game. Well, as far as whoever wins, it'll be won by one goal. But it'll be what the NHL wants. It'll more than likely be a scoring fest because that's how they tend to play each other.
Well, then
because there's just not enough scoring.
That's right. Well, the Kings don't play till Saturday, and they play Chicago at home. So,
I did notice though from last week up until like last night, Nashville won 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look back in the previous 3 games Nashville had played, they were shut out all 3 nights. Because it started on last Friday. They played Columbus, lost 4-0, and then they played Minnesota, lost 4-0, and then they played the Rangers and lost 3-0. And then finally got some goals last night in their win over Buffalo, 3-2.
Wow. Yeah.
So that must have hurt.
Yeah, I'd say.
That's got to be frustrating, going 3 games with the show, 3 straight.
Yeah. Yep. 3 out of 6. They've only had 6 losses. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here, Howie. We want to thank you all for listening and watching.
Thanks for participating. Your trophies are in the mail.
We do appreciate you participating in the polls. We'll do some more. And I want to just say, everybody, please subscribe to us. If we get more subscribers, it helps us out, you know. So please subscribe. Give us a like on Facebook. Email us at Jon and Howie at thepuckdropshere.com. Our website is www.thepuckdropshere.com. We're on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher.
If you have a clue suggestion, send it in.
Yes. Yeah. Poll question suggestions. And we're still looking for selfies, right? We're still looking for selfies.
Yeah.
At arenas. We'd like to get those. And what else? I think that's about it. I think we'll wrap it up. So, hey, Mishka. So with that, Howie, we will say Happy Thanksgiving to all, and we bid you all adieu.
Be safe.